sharp as possible. Why do you think China has decided to patch up with India after the Galwan disaster?
Well, you know, we have witnessed progress in the disengagement process incrementally, but on 21st October, last year, there was understanding on disengagement in Depsang Plains and Demchok. Uh, we had always insisted from Indian side that these two areas have to be covered as part of disengagement process. They were reluctant to do that. But I think finally they also realized that without movement on that issue, it will be difficult to start rebuilding the relations. So partly one can say that the imperative on Chinese side to return to some kind of normalization relations. This was a bilateral consideration. Apart from that, we have...
Can I ask you a supplementary to that? Do you see any let-up in China's strategic build-up against India despite the recent talk?
I have not...
I mean, one is they're making the right noises, but do you see any concrete step they're taking?
Not really. I think what we are witnessing is a rebuilding of relations, re-engagement, rather than any reset. So we have not seen any substantive change in their posture towards India. Though, as I was mentioning, there is some desire to show tactical flexibility vis-a-vis, various countries, which we have been witnessing for some time. I'm talking about pre-Trump two period. India, they took some time before they showed similar flexibility towards India. But this is purely tactical at this stage.
But Ashokji, post-Trump, did the Chinese foreign minister not make a statement that let the dragon and elephant do a tango?
You can have any kind of meaningful reset in ties or only when Chinese are prepared to address some of the substantive concerns India has. And as I mentioned earlier, we don't see any evidence of their readiness to do so. So they can talk about tango, but on ground, things are moving in a relatively...
No, Ashokji, I saw another statement from which is heartening for India is that they are willing to address the trade deficit with India, which is huge.
Well, we will wait for some action. Last year, when I checked, Chinese trade surplus with India was in excess of $100 billion. Our total exports with China were just about $18 billion. And this is the pattern we have seen for quite some time. Steady build-up in Chinese trade surplus with India and a lot of difficulties faced by our exporters when they try to access Chinese market.
Too many non-tariff barriers, and
yes, a lot of non-tariff barriers. You are quite familiar with that.
To use a pun, Chinese walls.
Yes, we do run into Chinese wall. Even products and services, we are globally competitive. I'm referring to pharmaceuticals, for instance, on IT services. We have not been able to make much headway in the Chinese market.
What do you see in the immediate future, if I may come to my concluding question?
Well, immediate future, I expect some further progress towards restoring greater stability in relations. We'd also like to have more stability in relations. But I don't see any great possibility of a breakthrough in, tackling a whole lot of structural problems that have built up, that have accumulated in the relationship.
Thank you very much, Ashok. It was very nice talking to you.
My pleasure.
And I'm sure our viewers will enjoy this little short, very pithy interview with you. Thank you once again.
Good talking to you.
Bye. Have a good day.